So hi everyone, today in this video we'll be discussing about the Amazon Prime design system. And we'll be taking some couple of problem statements as an use cases to discuss on this video. So firstly, we'll see the UI, how this Amazon Prime has been created for the users. Okay, in the header, as you can see, we have the Amazon Prime Video logo with the tabs stating home, store, live TV categories, and the stuffs which we will be adding into the watch list and the rentals which we have been taken with the what we say settings and the moderated sub device parts which will be adding. With a one subscription we can add 4 to 5 devices as well with a particular user sub user names. Okay, so firstly into this design, as we can see, we do have a highlight bar where we can see the highlights which been pushed by the admin role as well. In this video we'll be discussing about the roles as well. The roles which we'll be dealing here discussing is, one is with the end user who is viewing the platform, and second one is the content creator who is uploading the contents into the platform, and third is the admin who is having the control over both the things, content creator and the user as well. Okay, as we can see here, we do have a highlight bar. Into that highlight bar only, as we can see, there are a couple of constraints which have been implemented. For the Prime member, we do have some options to see the movies which are been there in the Prime. Along with those things, we do have an early access option as well. Okay, if we want to take if we want to see the video, we can take the particular movie in rent or early access. Okay, we can take the channels, specifically for a channel also we can take that particular channel for the live streaming TV in a subscription plan. Okay, so here as you can see, after the highlights we do have a section of continue watching the movies. We do have a section of categorying the movies which have been latestly updated. We do have a language wise selection which will be the parameters of fetching the details of the content which have been uploaded by the content creators. Okay, so this, as we can if you can open any movie, okay, if you can see the selection bar, you can see the categories and the subcategories which have been there mentioned. Okay, if you have taken the example movie of Mark Anthony, here the description of the movie is there. Along with the description of the movie, a trailer has been uploaded. Okay, we can see the trailer here. Okay, of course, oh sorry, I think that's not visible to you. Yeah, we can see the trailer here. We can add the wish list. We can add this movie into the wish list, and we can see the purchase options as well. If we are not a Amazon Prime subscription member, we can take the movie separately. Only we can take a particular movie as a rent. Before Amazon Prime, of course, YouTube also had this kind of a plan. Okay, and we can like this movie, we can dislike the movie, we can download the movie into the proper devices SQLite database, and we can share the details. Okay, so as we can see, the categories and the subcategories which are being mentioned as a tag sections of this video. So we'll be discussing all these things into the design system today. Let's dive into the design system now. So yeah, so yeah, today we have taken a problem statement that how a design system of a Amazon Prime is being implemented for stored and recorded videos. We are not discussing the scope of live streaming in this video. We'll be discussing that in the next video as well. So as I have told you, today we'll be discussing only stored completed videos or related stuff in the video. So what are the functional requirements which are there for these stored recorded videos? Okay, so firstly the content will do upload the video, and of course the user will search for the video and he will be seeing the video. So this is how the functional requirements are there for watching the video. Okay, and the non-functional requirements which are needed for to fix the problem statement is, of course, the buffering issue. We don't need any kind of a buffering issue to watch the video, right? So high availability and eventually consistency is the one option, and low latency application is the another option. And reliability, of course, whenever the content is uploaded by the content creator, we has to keep the things securely to not get lost. Okay, so these are the 4 non-functional requirements which are been there needed for the problem statement which had been taken for today for the recorded videos streaming. So there are a couple of parameters and constraints as well. We do have the more functionalities of adding the wish list option. We do have watching the trailer also. We do have of course we can rate the video. Nowadays we have a plugin directly implemented into the Amazon Prime which is been certified by the IMDb. Okay, as we can see the UI of any movie, we can easily see the IMDb has rated this much of percentage onto the video. Okay, whenever we do click onto the details of that, we can able to see those things as well. Okay, so we'll be discussing about these other functionalities into the later videos, but for now we'll be discussing the couple of things. So as per the problem statement, we have been taken the assumption of 2 members. Okay, one is with the content creator and next one is the viewers. Okay, so for sure this will be having the ratio of 1:10,000. 1:10,000 is the ratio where 10,000 people are watching watching the movies or the contents which are been there in the platform, and the one person is content creator who is uploading those files. Okay, so this is how is there. Before coming to the system design, let me have a brief explanation on the points which we will be discussing. Okay, for the design decisions and trade-off, we will be having a high availability over consistency. The system will always return and play a video even if it is not the latest version of the video. Okay, for platforms like Amazon Prime Video, we can choose eventual consistency over availability. In accordance to cap theory, we do have a cap theorem where a concept, availability and partition is mentioned with a triangle statement, where concept and the partitions can also be done, and availability and the conceptance is also done. This is a complete theorem with the algorithm which will take around 1 hour of explanation, of course. So we'll be discussing in short that cap theorem is there. We can't compromise on the partition, P, as I have told you. C is concept and availability and the partition as well. For the partition tolerance, network partitions, and we will choose A over C primarily because if the video is uploaded at 2:05 p.m. instead of 2 p.m, the user should be fine with this. No, if the video is buffering or lagging due to low availability, it would lead to perform customer experience to 0. Okay, so of course, if we do have any kind of problems facing into the platform, we for surely close the application and move on to the next applications which is being providing with the other platforms as well. So these things we need to keep in and maintain high availability over consistency and with no buffering issues as well. So the data whichever is been getting from the platform to the user is being stored into the object store is chosen for this use case, as the video files are large in file. Of course, for a 3 minutes video only, if you can keep it into the 4K resolution, we'll be getting it into the 15 GB. But for the videos which are been there for 3 hours on an average of 2 hours files, of course it will be have a 100 GB plus storage only. So the files which will be stored into the object store is also an encoded file. We will be discussing how those will get encoded and how those will get encrypted as well. Sorry. So metadata database can be the relational database as the video metadata like title, video, languages, size, video time, etc. as all structured information. We don't need a flexible schema for this information, and Elasticsearch cluster is used to fetch the details of the contents whatever we have been entered as a tag sections. Okay, so along with these, whatever the data video files which have been uploaded, these video files can be able to visible in the different platforms as well with a algorithm of video encoding. Okay, so there are a couple of video formats which have been there from generations coming from before. First we do have a generation of H.180. This was the first generation video which was been implemented, and from there now we have been, I mean, this is not implemented, but of course we do have the VVV file of video encoding services. Most of the people are using H.264 video files for now, and even Amazon is also using that only with the AAC audio, advanced audio coding. So we'll discuss about those. Videos will be replicated and geographically distributed for reliability, and we'll be using a video splitter is for splitting the large number of files, and we can map those things with a queue system. Okay, we can map those things with the queue system, investigation queue between the components, as the processing should be done synchronously. We can use smoothing like Kafka. Kafka and AWS is also being used. So to maintain this all flow for the fetching and getting the details, we'll be using a content delivery network. Okay, CDN will be using that into the what we say, for the popular videos will be pushed to the CDN on non-peak hours to avoid network congestions. Okay, so let's move on to the design. So this is how the design do look like. Okay, we'll start with the content creators. If the content creator is uploading a file using the load balancer, using the UI, I mean the front end, using the front end, he can upload the video services. Okay, he can upload the video services, and these video services will save into the MetaDB. Okay, so before doing that, I mean only fetching for the temporary metadata, we'll be doing the actions which are required to upload the video. If the video is having 100 GB of file, let's say if it is having 100 GB of file, this single format file, let's say I have mentioned the file name as m.mp4. okay, m.mp4. this file will get split into get split using the video splitter, where this video splitter will help to split the file into the sections of if this is the m file, okay, this gets split into m2, m3, m4 till mn. Okay, again these splitted files will get queued using the video ingestion queue, and then this splitted files gets encoded using the video encoder. Okay, their algorithm of video encoding will get processed, and these will get stored in the main object store S3. Okay, these will get stored in the object bed S3, and whatever the files which have been stored in the object store S3, the users, how they will be retrieving. Of course, the viewers, they will use the UI. Of course, they will use the front end. For the search engine, they can easily fetch the details from the MetaDB. Along with that, they can easily get, this is a two-way factor where we will be using the CDN services to get the files to the users. Okay, will be pushed the CDS on non-peak hours to get the files from those things. So this is how the view can be done. Of course, there are some cache related issues also, where in this video we're not discussing that, because this is also will take a lot of time for the cache thing. So this is related to the MetaDB. And for the search engines, let's say, let me clear this thing. Okay, so so whenever the viewer uses the search services, their Elasticsearch APIs is been implemented to fetch the details using the Elasticsearch cluster. Okay, so this is how these all things will get implemented, where a content creator can upload a video into the object store using different encoding formats. This is for the video encoding only. For the audio encoding also, we do have advanced audio encoding services. We'll discuss in this video only with whenever the roles and responsibility, just in 5 to 2 minutes. Okay, so and the viewers can see the video. This is how the function design has been implemented. So role wise functionalities, as I have already told, so we do have three roles here, where admin is one role, and the end user is the second role, and third is the content uploader or content creator is the third role. Okay, so for a admin, okay, let's say we'll go with the user first. Okay, for the users, what are the things which are needed in the DB? Okay, we'll see. For a user, mostly for the DB, the first thing is the user ID is needed. Okay, firstly we'll be using a user ID, where this person will have a unique ID. Of course, the Amazon is now using dynamic user ID creations. Why? Because we do have a lot of users, right? So for that reason only we'll be using the dynamic here. So dynamic user ID will be created for the user role, where this user can have the access of Prime membership. Okay, if he had paid the subscription, he will be having the access, mentioning that user ID with Prime membership. Okay, this is how the DB is written. And user, as I have seen you in the video firstly, so we do have the options of taking the subscription of Prime membership. We can take it into the rent. We can take the channels we can take a video into the rent. We can take the channels also into the rent as well. So user ID with rent is the next thing, and user ID with rent of any particular movie number, movie with name, movie underscore name is being mentioned, and user ID with rent of channel underscore channel name. So this is how the DB of the user has been created with first thing. And second, we'll be having the date of subscription, where this is been mentioned with the end date of start and end date of the subscription. And along with this particular user is also having a moderate option. Once a taken subscription can add a 5 plus devices, 5 plus sub users into it. Once I have taken the subscription, of course in my subscription also I have the option of adding 5 devices, different devices. Either it can be a mobile, either it can be a laptop, it can be a TV as well. We can add the devices along with the users specifically. I can add the user Mubeen 1, Mubeen 2, Mubeen 3 likewise. Okay. So yeah, so we can add the moderator users along with this user ID. Along with this user ID, we can add the wish list also along with this user ID. So these are the couple of DB related points which are being mentioned. Okay, with the functionalities. Okay, and along with these things, the platform is also considering the things, details of how this user is coming onto the platform, what are the services he's been using. We can, once the video viewed is having the resume option, right? So we do have activity log here, where we'll be having all the functionalities over the videos and the accesses whatever there will be performing onto the platform. So yeah, this is for the users. And for the content creator, for the content creator, let's say we have created a content CC ID, content creator ID has been generated into the database. This person will do have a content related, I mean this person will do have a space. Okay, first is content creator ID is needed. For the content creator, he will for surely get the ID once the registration is done. Okay, along with this he will be having a space, content creator space or file manager. Okay, we can consider it as a space or the file manager. FM means file manager. So he is having those both things as the main constants. Along with these things, whenever the file gets uploaded, we do have a page. I mean, we just need to design a page where a content creator can upload the file. Okay, let's say I have uploaded the file here. After uploading the file, which is having let's say this is of 100 GB. Okay, once this file has been uploaded, this file needs to give up proper specifications, so that this cannot get mismatched for the users to fetch the details. Okay, that means how, let's say this is an action movie. So once this movie is uploaded, we'll be giving the name, file name. Okay, we are giving the file name, we are giving the details of using a text input bar. We'll be giving the categories also. Okay, we'll be mentioning the movies of I mean, this is a movie category file with subcategories of action, adventure. Okay, so we'll be stating the tags of category, subcategory to the file. Along with those things, we'll be giving the SRT files as well. Of course, Amazon Prime platform is a multilingual, not a single language platform. This is having a multilingual platform. For that, we'll be, along with the video upload option, we'll be giving the files of audio. Of course, for the audio, we'll be using the advanced audio coding. We are giving the SRT files with different language audio files. Okay, so where these files can get uploaded using the options, like if I have selected the Hindi option for the video file, I'll be giving the Hindi related mp3 file. Okay, with an Hindi SRT file. I am just uploading these files, and we can easily switch the video from different languages as well, using the screens of the Amazon Prime from the user from the user end. Okay, so once the uploaded video after once the uploaded video, so once the video, I mean, as I have told you, we can upload the video. After uploading the video, this content creator is giving the values stating this video is free for the Prime members. Okay, this video is free for the Prime members. This is one option. If not, there is one more option to give. If he want to take it into the rent, he can just enter the amount of the rent amount, and he needs to click the check box mentioning this video, uploaded video, is for the rental, early access membership or the rental. We will be describing the type of the video as well, where uploaded video is given a type, where in this type we can state is this for the Prime membership, or is this for the rent, or is this for the early access. Okay, where the membership users who's having the Prime membership can access this video, or else the people who are not having the membership, they can easily come log in and select this movie or the file. Okay, let's say the movie, okay, video file, or else this video file, and they can pay the rent amount using the payment credentials as well, and then they can access this video. Or else, if they have, if they have the access of accessing this video into the early access, of course most of the people know the early access option. So once the video uploaded, if you do have the video to be releasing on the 26th of Jan, with this early access option, we can see the video before 26th Jan. Okay, so this is the option for that. So this can also be mentioned, and that is for the content creator. And for the admin, of course, admin will have access to control both user and the content creator as well. So admin will do validate the users, okay, user wise the functionalities they will be doing. I mean, for the content creator he will be giving the dashboard of the content creator, for the user he will be giving the dashboard for the users as well, okay. So and along with those things he will be giving the subscriptions as well, he will be highlighting the pushing up the highlights as well, pushing up the notifications as well. So couple of more functionalities are there in deep for the admins as well. So let's say, if let's say let's design for the, let me connect, yeah, for the Amazon the font used for Amazon, I mean they do have a specific font. This is the specific font which has been used for the design system. Amazon Ember is the font which will be using consistently from from 1 to n, where this font has been implemented for the platforms which we do have been used. Let's say I have designed some couple of two screens. Yeah, so let's say I'm using Figma here. So if I have taken the desktop, let me take the screen, yeah, take the screen of MacBook Pro here. So I have taken the MacBook Pro screen. So let's say I have been using, so as I know the values of black color, so I am giving it to the black with the alignment here, okay. So of course we do need a header, right? Let's say this is the header part the size of 90, turn opacity and linear option. So yeah, so these are the things where we'll be discussing, okay. So these will be the options. So sorry, so I have to, as yeah, sorry. So as I've already told you that Amazon is using their own font of Amazon Ember. So you can see the font here, Amazon Ember, with the primary and secondary values of heading. So this is H1 where the font size is 60, and this is for the subtitles where the font size is 18, and we do have some tags related if either this audio is having the Dolby or not, and what is the kind of video is this. So we do have a button CTS, call to actions, where we can watch the video, we can take the details of that, and we can see the continue of watch list which have been already watched in the platform. So once this page is being created, let's say we'll be keeping this as a movie detail page. Okay, so this I haven't mentioned the header here. Okay, I haven't mentioned the header here. If you want to add the header, you can just easily create, stating the values of 45 45 45 45. If I have been using this, so let's say I'll be adding my image into this. So, okay, yeah, I did that. Along with that, Mubeen, nawab, let's say Prime Video logo. Okay, we will be taking the logo as, oops, sorry, I think I do have already that. Let me see. Yeah, 1 second. Yeah, so we do have kept those things here. Please make sure to resize the logo as well with the according to the screen resolution which you people have been taken. So along with this, we'll be adding a search bar here. Of course, we'll be keeping 20. Yeah. Okay, along with the option of search. Okay, so we do have the different tabs. Let's consider the tab 1. Okay, tab 2, and we'll be doing the auto layout function here using the shift key, and then yeah, so this is how the header has also been implemented. And let's keep this in the frame, movie details page. Okay, yeah, so as I have already told you, the Figma, we do have a developer option. If you can click onto the developer mode here, the code will also get generated here. Okay, I have selected the developer option, and I just need to select the code. Okay, select the code of whatever I do want. So here, as you can see, there is a CSS code also we can take, iOS related. Of course, this is a web platform, so I'm not taking any mobile related codes here. Okay, so I'll be using the HTML code using the plugin. Okay, we are not inspecting the elements for sure. We are just using a plugin to extract the code of a page. Okay, so this is loading. Let's wait till the code gets generated. Okay, so this is how I'm just explaining one page because there are multiple pages and 100+ screens to design this Amazon Prime as well. Let me show you the code as well, where we can get the code properly with no div class repetitions using the plugins of Figma. Okay, and these collective files will get uploaded into the AWS using, I mean, there will be two type of files. One is with the jar file and next one is the var file. Java related files will be uploaded into the jar files and the rest in the var files, of course, Python and all. So these up files, patch security files, will be accessing for the end users. Seems this is taking a lot of time to execute. So as you can see, the code has already been generated. So we just need to copy that code and use any, I mean, you can use the Visual Studio as well, or else you can use the notepad to check the code. Okay, so this is how we'll be generating the code. Without inspect, we'll be generating the code using the plugin of any designs which have been created in Figma. Okay, so we'll see a couple of projects in the design system problems which are there into the current market in the next videos as well. Thank you.